Hello and welcome to Experiencing Love. I'm your host, Philip Jocks, and I'm so glad that you're here. As you could see, I'm recording this episode quite a bit later. I had a pretty crazy day with an early morning, going into a pretty long day, going into a pretty late nap, going into tonight. So I'm not quite ready for bed, even though it's super late. And for whatever reason, I pushed off making this video. And I know to a degree why I pushed it off. Because my fire, my drive has been a bit low. And not for these episodes, not for these videos, no. The thing that's been draining me quite a bit has been doing my 30 and 30 challenge. And if you've ever felt like something has been draining you, there's something in your life that isn't motivating you or isn't driving you into the future anymore, massive chances are that you've just forgotten why. You've forgotten the purpose for whatever it is you wanted to do. I find myself in that place now. I know what I want to do. It's to record and post every single day. It's to record that challenge and finish off this month. And I know how to do it. I've recorded these episodes. I know how to edit them. I know how to post them. But what I'm missing is that middle piece, the why. When I lose sight of my mission, when I lose sight of why I want to do what I want to do, quite simply, I don't want to do it anymore. And maybe you felt something like that. Maybe you've had a moment where you used to be enthusiastic about something, and then you started it out, maybe kept it going for however many days or weeks or months, and then all of a sudden it's gone. And so if you have done that before, you know what comes next. It's a decision point. The point where you have to decide, okay, do I keep going or do I stop? Do I give up? And maybe that's just my language. Is it really giving up? What am I giving up? When I think about what I really want to do, like what really drives me right now, I want to give. I want to create. And this challenge that I've given myself, that I've committed to on my own, is less about the creation and more about just asking people for stuff. Maybe that's why my heart hasn't been in it. I don't want to do it. And then I have to ask, okay, if every single day I'm just counting down the days until this is done so I never have to do it again, am I somehow missing the point? Have I lost the plot? Big picture, grand scheme of things. What do I really want to teach myself? What behavior, what action do I really want to reinforce? Because that's what's happening here. What's happening is as I'm having a moment where I need to reconsider my choices. And that's perfectly fine. We all have those moments. But it's in those moments where we get to make a decision, and no matter what, that decision will reinforce some type of behavior. So this is like a high level thinking question. Like you have to ask yourself why and what a couple times and go however many layers deep to see this within yourself, I mean. But when you start asking yourself these types of questions, you really start to figure out, what is it that I'm creating? What is it that I'm reinforcing? What is it that I'm doing in my life? And why? Because I see two options here. No, I see more than two. But these are the two that stick out to me the most. I either continue and follow through, finish out these last 10 episodes, last 10 challenge videos, and I do so in a way where I don't enjoy it. I'm just counting down the days and then I never do it again. But I'll have reinforced the idea that when I commit to some idea, I follow through with it. That's a very important thing to commit to, knowing that your word means something. So that's kind of why I'm leaning on one side there. But then I see the other side, which is listening to myself and listening to my body. It's this idea that I recognize within myself that something's not working and I have to change it. I have to fix it. I need to change something and fix something right now, no matter what. That's not up for discussion. But what is that change? I could step away. I could end this now, come at it from a different angle another time, learn what I can from this. And what would that be reinforcing? That would be reinforcing this idea that while my word is important, while keeping my commitments to myself is important, what's even more important, the priority, is to listen to my mind and body. And when I'm out of alignment, to quickly pivot and transition. To me, that's also incredibly important. So then I get to ask, okay, which outcome, which solution do I really want? I initially started my challenge, 30 and 30 challenge, with the goal, with the intention of just selling one thing. Somewhere halfway through, I stopped selling things altogether and was just giving out free offers, like, making free resources and whatnot. And I think even then I was losing the point. I was losing the plot, like I said before. So I think with this challenge already being so far off course, am I really keeping up with my initial intention? If you can't tell by the language that I'm using and how I'm thinking and talking about this, I'm very heavily leaning towards stopping this challenge now and kind of reassessing what I want to do. I had a phone call with a friend yesterday, and we talked about this idea of strategic innovation. There's strategic innovation, and there's also optimization and maximization. And in regards to a business, it's important to keep trying new things, to keep changing things up, but in a strategic way. Don't just break teams apart. Don't just throw a wrench in plans or ideas just for the hell of it, but change things up in a smart way so you don't get stuck in old ways that might not be the best anymore. And in that same realm, optimizing and maximizing is all about looking at the little things and tweaking them and making them just a little bit better until you find the best possible combination. When I had that conversation, I realized how my entire year has been about strategic innovation and optimizing and maximizing. My focus quite truly has always been creating. I'm not the best at selling things. I can quote unquote sell you an idea. I can sell you my perspective and my point of view. Materialistically has not always been my strong suit. And that's not to say I can't do it. That's just to say I don't have the knowledge of how to do it for me. Like, I haven't taken sales courses, or I haven't really tried my best at learning and pushing myself in that field. What I also know is that sales and selling yourself, like anything else, is just one area, one piece of the pie. And it's important to be able to sell yourself. I believe that 100%. And I think I can do that very well. I know how to make a great first impression. I know how to get on the good side of people. I know how to make connections, and I know how to network. And at the same time, I know that if you gave me a pen and asked me to sell it to you, I would struggle a bit, because I'm not the type of salesperson that comes at you with techniques. I'm the type of person that comes to you with heart, from my heart. I truly choose connection over anything else. And I think my ability to connect with other people, my ability to love others as deeply as I do, comes first from a place of being able to connect with myself and love myself. I've been learning and I've been experiencing love for my entire life. For so long, I learned what I liked, what I didn't like, how I wanted to show love, how I wanted to see love. And everything changed when I flipped the script on myself and I started to love myself. Now, from a place of a full cup of love in my heart, I have so much to give to everybody else around me. As crazy as it may sound, I want to make sure to keep my focus on building and maintaining that connection with myself. Listening to myself when I feel as though something feels off. Whether it's a person, whether it's an experience, whether it's a challenge I give myself. Because what I've shown myself is I'm willing to try something. Like, I tried this out for 20 days. Yeah, I started to dislike it after 10, after 8, but I did try it. And some would say, I would honestly think many would say, Philip, it's only 10 more days. What's the harm? But I guess the question is also for me, what's the gain? I'll be honest, I don't think I did it right. I think I went into it very spontaneously, with little planning. And because of that, it didn't quite work out in the way that I wanted it to. That being said, I think it is something that I would like to return to, given more structure, more of an idea of what to do. I know that there's a way to do it. I just think I took a very trial and error, loosey-goosey approach, which didn't quite work out. And that's all. I think today I may just make an announcement video saying I'm going to put the rest of the challenge on hold, with all the other offers still being active, but making sure to take a moment to collect myself to enjoy making videos again. I want to make videos again. I want to make music again, because every day has been honestly soul-sucking when I thought about recording, and that is not the point whatsoever. I truly do love being here. Like, when I really get into it, when I really start chatting, when I tell anybody on the street that I make videos, I used to be embarrassed. Yes. I used to be scared. Yes. And now I realize, no, this is actually something I love to do and I want to keep doing it. And because of that, I need to make sure to protect myself, protect my peace. I guess I'm also kind of leaning into the ideals of essentialism, meaning if it's not a hell yeah, it's a no. Cut it out. And doing only the bare minimum, the 20% of things that actually matter. My calendar has been very full lately. A lot of the things I love, some of them not so much. I'm in this constant state of flow of adding and removing things because I am constantly trying to innovate, constantly trying to learn and grow. And sometimes that means adding things and sometimes that means removing them so you can make room for something new. I think that by pausing this challenge, I'll be making room for something that I don't even know is coming. Maybe it's to go full steam ahead with music and give that a try for a couple days, a couple weeks. Maybe it's something completely different, something different entirely. I won't know until I try. So I've pretty much made up my mind. I'm going to take a break. And what I love about this type of decision is it's not everlasting. If I want to, I could always come back. It's not the end of the world. I think I'll thank myself for this. I mean, I'm thanking myself now, but only time will tell. So if ever at all you're still interested, the links will be up for however much longer. I think some of them may end within the next 2 weeks, some within the next 4. Check them out. But in truth, I'm doing this for me. I'm making sure I'm at my best so I can give you my best. You deserve that. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching me and my decision-making process, even though it's not perfect, even though it's not ideal, and it may seem confusing at times. Just know that whatever my rules and behaviors are may be what's right for me right now. Just like when you make a decision, you do the best you can with the resources you have. So until next time, just remember to always fill up with the love. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.